That ever happened to you when you eat too fast and you just feel like you want to throw up?
I ate too fast.
I'm on the way to the baseball winter meetings, but first I gotta pick up my boy Gus.
Yeah, man. Yeah, why not?
Today's a big day for Louisville Pro Baseball. We're going to the winter meetings, MLB. It's a beautiful thing about living in Orlando, Florida. Everyone wants to come here, right? We live here, so we're gonna make it happen today. John even got a new shirt he's gonna wear, and then he's gonna return it after. Keep that tag on, because that's not going anywhere.
So what is the baseball winter meetings?
The meetings are the one time of the year that all MLB and minor league baseball people, we're talking front office, staff members, and even a lot of players and former players come together and they just get business done.
Gus was making fun of my flannel, so I'm changing, putting this on. Should be for John and Gus.
Oh yeah, those are in there.
Yeah.
Are they? Oh, they are.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you.
You in like Flynn?
In there.
What's up, man? Hey, that's my man!
How are you?
John, how you doing, brother? Okay. All right. Yeah,
This is Gus.
Hey, Gus.
How are you, man?
What's up,
nice
man?
to meet you.
How you doing,
Love
buddy?
the red.
We picked up a lot of teams, though. Yeah. That was Brewers. They're taking it.
Oh, nice.
The Yankees, minor leagues, they picked up the Angels, Toronto, and Pittsburgh.
Hey guys, here at the Backspin Tee, and we took a little different approach this year to advertising in our booth. Actually, we're looking at line drive data. So whether it's from StatCast or Baseball Savant or Dr. Kagan, we actually can look at spin rates and landing distance and launch speeds. I'm just trying to influence the buyer on what a line drive is, because we all know that's the, one of the best type of hits you can go for, especially if you're not a home run hitter. But everyone can be a line drive hitter. Well, even line drives are still hit over the infield and hitting the outfield grass in the air. And MLB.com actually states a line drive is hit between 10 and 25 degrees in the air. We're not making that up. You can go to MLB.com and actually see that.
So Jarrett and I played together professionally, and he's the creator, one of the creators of the Backspin Tee. And I want to ask you, what is, when we were coming up, some of the things that coaches used to teach hitting-wise, strategy-wise, mechanics-wise, that we're kind of moving away from nowadays and getting into some better stuff? And I think we probably have the same opinion.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it was funny to us because we were pitchers. You know, we wanted to get ground balls. We wanted the hitters to hit the top of the ball, get the top spin ground balls. And it was funny to hear hitting coaches tell hitters to stay on top. I mean, a lot of the hitters, they didn't translate. They didn't understand what that meaning meant. And the good instructors, the good coaches can really get the hitters and players to understand what staying on top means, and it's more of an approach. It's not actually hitting the top of the ball, because the data that we're finding right now, the slow motion video, the HD stuff, is that all hitters, all line drives, all doubles, triples, home runs are hit on the bottom half of the ball, and that's the part of the ball that pitchers don't want you to hit. We want to keep the ball down. We put sink on it, we go off speed, everything's going down and away, down and in. And we want to keep the ball in the infield, so it was humorous to us as pitchers to hear the hitting coaches say stay on top, and then you'd see a hitter beat a ball down to the ground, and we kind of giggle a little bit. Yeah, that's not going to work.
Right. And that's funny because, having a YouTube channel and teaching hitting as a pitcher, I just kind of reiterated at first what I was taught, which was swing down to the ball. And then a guy I played with, Josh Donaldson, hit me up on Facebook and he's like, bro, that's wrong. And Donaldson started schooling me on swing plane and what you're trying to accomplish when hitting a baseball and how to get on plane with the pitch.
I mean, this is the route that baseball's going. It's all sabermetrics, the analytics, and the science behind it. And that's what everybody's striving for. So in the next 5, 10, 15 years, that these kids that are young right now they're going through the high school ranks and trying to get looked at, you know, they need to start understanding what these mean, because if the scout comes over and says, listen, I like what you're doing, your launch angles are a little off, that kid's got to understand that, you know, what that coach is talking about, what he's trying to incorporate. And, you know, it doesn't mean it's always too low. It could mean it's hitting it too high. He's trying to change his swing, get loopy, getting too far underneath the ball. What you want to do, like you said with Donaldson, is getting on path with the pitch coming in, get on it early, stay through it. It helps your timing if it's off a little bit to minimize your risk.
And to me, the science is great because it tells you what is true and what is right. But at the end of the day, the player has to put in the work and the effort. And that's the great thing about a tee, is you can get into the cage and do the work by yourself. There's no excuses. So that's, I think, the bottom line and the fundamental is to work hard and get the job done.
Yeah, get your results.
Yeah,
absolutely. That's all they care about. Pitching, fielding, hitting, base running. You know, it's all results. And if you're better getting those results, you're going to play a long time.
And you guys have $100 off through the end of 2017 for anyone who orders a Backspin Tee. And if you order by December 20th, it's guaranteed to get to you before Christmas if you live in the United States. Because I know you guys are selling these worldwide now.
Yes, yeah, we've gone international. So if you want it by Christmas, we got to get them out by the 20th to guarantee that you will get it, because we are starting to get a little bit back ordered. And our construction team, you know, they're working overtime to get it to everybody by Christmas.
Awesome. So where can they find you at?
We're on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and you can go to our website at www.backspintee.com.
All right, now, can we set this up down the middle of the hallway right here and hit a line drive straight through there without
we got a
getting
cage. We got a cage where you probably hit into.
Have you seen my videos?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
So your body isn't able to perform, isn't able to focus. So what we do is we train them in breath and relaxation training. We want to try to match the rhythm that's our right on. Right?
What do good players, like let's say a professional baseball player, what's he going to get versus an average person?
So an elite athlete can get around 18. So perfect is 15. So on average, probably first time an elite athlete typically around 18, 22 to 18.
So I want to be under 22.
So we're looking for under 22.
Okay.
Right?
What I'm hooked up to right now is a brainwave monitor, which I'll show you. I'll minimize this for you.
So this is Dr. Lee Piccarello. I'm live at the Major League Baseball Winter Meetings. Head game brought to you by 1490 WBCB. And we're here today with Mr. John Madden. John, you've had an opportunity to sample some of our equipment here in Progressive Zone Training and our Mindful Athlete Training exhibit. Talk to us a little bit about what you do, why you're here at the Winter Meetings, and what you thought.
Yeah, thanks, Doc. First of all, great stuff that you got here. Very interesting stuff. I think it's new to the baseball community for sure, and a great way to measure athletes on the intangibles, the things that, you know, that sixth tool that we've never been able to measure. So my name is John Madden. I'm a former professional pitcher, played with the Padres, played with the Mets, and now I have a YouTube channel. It's MLB Pro Baseball. It's currently the biggest baseball instructional YouTube channel in the world. So
how long have you been doing it?
I want to say I started in 2009. So a lot of baseball instructional stuff there, and I like to come to these things, check out the new stuff they got going on, and this is by far one of the best booths that I've seen, because I'm huge on the mental side of the game in baseball. And I think that's really fundamental, that these players need to have that, and that we don't train enough. And obviously the Mindful Athlete Training system is the first that I've ever seen to be able to do that. So it's awesome.
So I thank you so much for that. So when you talk to me about just your background as a baseball player, you know, your progression as an athlete, how you've developed, and then maybe speak to some of the things that you've been exposed to here. If you had that opportunity to engage in some of that training throughout your own playing career, some of the potential benefits.
Yeah, absolutely. My dad was a football guy, not the John Madden.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm a football guy too.
But he was huge on visualization, and I think he was ahead of his time as far as like the mental side of things go. So he was always like leaving me articles and magazines, and because we didn't have the internet back then when I was growing up. And he was really adamant on getting inside your head and really thinking about slowing the game down, slowing your breathing down. He's big on breathing and visualizing and things like that. So
you've got a bit of a foundation
at home. Yeah, at home I did, but in the baseball community, I think as a whole that we don't do that enough. You know, being in this community and seeing other coaches, I think we're moving that way. But and I think guys know it's important. It's just how do we do that? You know, how do we train the mind? Right. That's a big question that you know our community is trying to answer. And again, this I thought the demonstration on the TV that you guys had here, where I was trying to click the same beat as the tone, was awesome, and I could see how it definitely relates to training baseball players' minds and how they can slow down their heart rate and their breathing and everything. I just think it's all great.
So you're speaking more directly about what we call our engage system, which has much to do with building neural pathways.
Dolphins in the NFL, the Capitals in the NHL, and then the rest of them are basketball teams that we have. So we have about 8-9 basketball teams.
Cool. Where can people find you at?
CVS, Harris Teeter. Where are you guys based out of? Here, Publix, ShopRite in the Northeast, half the CVS's, Whole Foods, GNC around the country, Albertsons around the country, Albertson Safeway. Yep.
Website?
liquid-iv.com.
Wow. You get a little tight in here and create that muscle memory.
What? You never think something like this would get you to do the job you're supposed to do, right?
Feel good?
Oh, it feels great. Put it on.
Where can they find you at?
Go to www.libkepro.com, or they can search YouTube for Libke Pro, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So cool. Top 2 quality leathers, more stiffer because they want to break things by themselves. Yeah.
So where can they find you at? Online or?
Yeah, you guys can find us online at the website bucklersports.com. You're going to be able to find all the products you want to find. And then we're located at Los Angeles, California. So if you have any questions, you can email us at globalsourcing@bucklersports.com. Thank you.
Didn't we do something like this after the
All-Star
home run derby?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we were a little more like
Swinny.
Who won it? Very successful day. I think it was an amazing treat. Thanks to Backspin Tee.
Thank you.
For the creds. You guys are the best. Bro, I think they left a couple out here. Backspin tees. Look, there's one here. You see the ball? There's 2 and 3. Actually, there's like 10 more in that way. Very nice, guys. Thank you.
So the Rule 5 is tonight.
It is.
We still got a chance. We got to keep our phones on.
Yes. So if it rings and it's really anywhere from the country, pick up your phone because it might be your shot.
Let's go.